Hi, good morning. Good morning. What is your name? My name is Franklin. What is your name? My name is Alex. What are you doing here? Today, I am going to attend an interview. Why are you wasting your time here? I am afraid of it because it is my first interview. Don't get afraid, be bold. Can you give me some tips, please? Tips about what? Tips for attending an interview. Okay, I will give you some tips. Do you have patience to listen? Of course, I have time. Please go ahead. I am going to give you 20 tips. I am a lucky guy to see you today. Please go ahead. First, you have to research the industry and company. Can you please say it clearly? An interviewer may ask how you perceive his company's position in its industry, who the firm's competitors are, and how it should best go forward. For this reason, avoid trying to thoroughly research a dozen different industries. Focus your job search on just a few industries instead. Now it's clear. Please move on to next. Clarify your selling points and the reasons you want the job. Once again, tell clearly, please. Prepare to go into every interview with 3 to 5 selling points in mind, such as what makes you the best candidate for the position. Have an example of each selling point prepared. I have good communication skills. For example, I persuaded an entire group to. And be prepared to tell the interviewer why you want that job, including what interests you about it, what rewards it offers that you find valuable, and what abilities it requires that you possess. If an interviewer doesn't think you're really interested in the job, he or she won't give you an offer, no matter how good you are. Now it's understand for me. Please, go ahead. Third tip is, anticipate the interviewer's concerns and reservation. Tell it briefly. There are more candidates for positions than there are openings. So interviewers, look for ways to screen people out. Put yourselves in their shoes and ask yourself why they might not want to hire you. I don't have this, I'm not that, etc. Then prepare your defense. I know, you may be thinking that I might not be the best fit for this position because their reservation. But you should know that reason the interviewer shouldn't be over-concerned. Now it's easier to understand. Prepare for common interview questions. For what reason I have to do this? Every how-to interview book has a list of 100 or more common interview questions. You might wonder just how long those interviews are if there are that many common questions. So how do you prepare? Pick any list and think about which questions you are most likely to encounter, given your age and status, about to graduate, looking for a summer internship. Then prepare your answers, so you won't have to fumble for them during the actual interview. Thanks a lot. Fifth tip is, line up your questions for the interviewer. I can't catch your point. Please, tell it clearly. Come to the interview with some intelligent questions for the interviewer that demonstrate your knowledge of the company as well as your serious intent. Interviewer, always ask if you have any questions, and no matter what. You should have 1 or 2 ready. If you say, no, not really, he or she may conclude that you're not all that interested in the job or the company. A good all-purpose question is, if you could design the ideal candidate for this position from the ground up, what would he or she be like? If you're having a series of interviews with the same company, you can use some of your prepared questions with each person you meet. For example, what do you think is the best thing about working here? And what kind of person would you most like to see fill this position? Then, try to think of 1 or 2 others during each interview itself. I think I want to make a unique question for my interview. I think it is getting late for your interview. No, not at all. What? Can you tell clearly? I am having interview next week, Monday. Okay, then, I will tell you the remaining next day. Tell it clearly what you are trying to say. Each day, I will give you 5 tips. Where I have to come tomorrow? Come to the coffee shop. Could you tell the time, please? Before 12 p.m. Thank you. Guys, subscribe our channel, share it, and give your comments in the below. Thank you. Next video will be released soon.